folks, it is Diecastbuffet here again. Welcome back to another NASCAR Diecast review, and oh my goodness, one of my most anticipated Diecast reviews, probably, at least for me personally. The Landon Cassill, yes, you don't have to adjust your phone screen or whatever you're watching it on. That is a Landon Cassill diecast in the year 2022, the Voyager paint scheme. Wow, it is a Collig Racing non-promo, non-race to win. It is a legit normal paint scheme. I am so hyped for this diecast review, so if you can, let's give it a thumbs up, guys, and let's go ahead and hop into this unboxing. Alrighty, folks, we're out of the good old box, and wow, dude, is this paint scheme awesome. Of course, picked this one up from our friends at Circle B Diecast. You can too if it's still in stock. And of course, for all your holiday shopping needs, Black Friday, or just buying a crap load of diecast for yourself, you can save on shipping, guys. With that code down below, use code DIECASTBUFFET for any orders $30 or more. So let's go ahead and hop into this review here, guys. This car is freaking amazing. So the paint code I would say for this is definitely like an indigo plum purple, maybe. It's kind of like, you remember the Crown Royal car for back in the late 2000s with Jamie McMurray, and it wasn't the metallic purple, it was kind of that like satin kind of look purple. That's what it reminds me of here. So you got Voyager Crypto for all. I know a lot of people when they see the crypto or coins or whatever the biff that may be, they think, okay, it's going to dry up, it's going to be extremely rare. I have no idea what to think about this car, because Landon Cassill is coming back for 2023, from what I hear, for what was announced, that is. Notice how close the colors are from the Xfinity banner to the paint. It's pretty cool. But with this diecast, is it going to dry up? I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea, because we know the Dogecoin, right? We know how that one went. They still have the Stephen Parsons, what is it, the Baby Doge car, I believe it's what it's called. I have no idea if that one's ever going to dry up either. Could this one dry up? Maybe. Maybe not. Who knows? That's the beauty about NASCAR Diecast. You never know. Could this one find its way into a 164 Authentics line? Absolutely. I would not be surprised one bit this diecast is an Authentics wave, just because it's so random. It's the first ever Collig Xfinity 164 made in a long time. I mean, it is... The last time they got one was so freaking long ago. I want to say it was a Blake Cook diecast, but I don't even think it was... Was it a promo or was it a normal release? I mean, we're talking years now. But this is so cool, dude. The number 10 car, it's just... You got to get this car, man. I don't even care if you're a Cassill fan or not. Just, it is a beautiful paint scheme. Collig Racing there, Sunoco, Camaro, number 10. Such a simple paint scheme. But it's just... I don't know why, but I love it, man. I love the color choice. I love the simplicity of it. It's very modern, very, it's just very modern. And I feel like that fits the brand, the sponsor very well. And with it being a non-race diecast, just a normal Collig paint scheme, there's so many people who have been wanting to get more Collig paint schemes, myself included. You know, the Almendingers, back when Chastain drove for them, they did make a promo 164. Good luck finding that. Then you have, of course, the Daniel Hemricks. Who else drove for? Oh, yeah, Justin Haley. So you have so many different amazing paint schemes that never got made in the 164 scale, but finally we're starting to see some. Because if you haven't heard, they're offering a 4-pack for AJ Allmendinger's 4 straight wins at the Roval sets, the 19, 20, 21, and 22 Roval wins in a 164 pack. I'm telling you, man, you got to get that one. I mean, if you're a Collig fan, that is like the perfect thing you could have for your collection. Got Leaf Filter, Voyager, got American Ethanol, Ellsworth, Collig Companies, number 10, Landon Cassill, what is that, Collig Racing, Chevrolet, whatever that is, and something else. Xfinity Series, this car fits the Xfinity purple very, very well. Race car, Goodyear, I like how they chose the white Goodyear, it's just really clean. Mobile 1, ARP. Go to the back end of the car here, got Voyager, got number 10. You can see a little bit of a chip on that kind of a satin sheen. You can see that little chip right there, so it's a lot more glossy. The whole undercarriage of the car, you can see that like real purple shine kind of around the lips there. You get what's no Collig logo on the back end. That's interesting. Get your quad barrel exhausts with the Camaro badge, or nameplate. Go over the right side of the card. You know, there is some free real estate around the card, so to speak, but regardless, man, this is one of the coolest Xfinity cards ever made, and it's certainly one of my favorite ones. This one was chipped, and I think they tried to touch it up with a paint pen or something, which is always interesting, because you know, anytime you try to touch up a car with a paint pen, you probably have like a 20 times out of 20 chance it's gonna not be good. So you go to the roof, you got the number 10, which is a lot brighter on camera than off camera. Off camera, it's definitely more of a, it's like the Michael McDowell 34 yellow, but on camera it looks a lot brighter. You got Cassill on the back window, and you got Voyager on the gigantic Gen 5 Xfinity car style deck lid. So what do I honestly feel about the collectability of this car, guys? Look, you never know, right? It's generally the paint schemes that no one expects to get rare that actually get rare. But if I had to kind of, I don't know, guess, does it go to Authentics? Does it not go to the Authentics? Do they make just enough? I don't know. I feel like this one could be extremely rare someday. I mean, it could be 10 years from now. It could be 5 years from now. Who knows? But it also could be so overproduced that it's going to be in the holiday clearance bins for the next few years. You don't know, right? They could always make a promo release of this, which would increase the production number. I have no idea, guys. And to add another kind of a monkey wrench to that, so to speak, if they don't make his 2023 car in the 164 scale, and it happens to be very similar to this, then you're going to have a lot of people who are going to go back that didn't get it this year, and they're going to buy the 22 edition for their collection for 23. That does happen sometimes. If a car that's very similar doesn't get made, guess what? They're going to go back and buy the previous year version of that if it is indeed similar. People do that for the Diecast series all the time. It happens. I don't know what to predict for this one. If I had to say today, I don't think it's going to get extremely rare. I think it's going to be uncommon, but I don't think it's going to be anything skyrocketing, is what I'm trying to say. But wow, what a cool paint scheme, though. Landon Cassill getting a 164 diecast made. First time since, I want to say 2017. That was the last time he had a non-promo release, which was when he drove the 34 car, ironically, the Love's car. It was a 34 and 38. I think it was a 34 that year. But regardless, what an awesome diecast, guys. Even if you're not a Collig fan, or maybe you don't collect all the Xfinity cars, this is just a great diecast to have in your collection. Fantastic paint scheme. Could not recommend it more. And I'm just so thankful they actually made this car. And if they're watching this video now, they're like, hey, you know, we need some ideas for some cool paint schemes to make. Your fans want Xfinity cars. That's what they want. There's so many Xfinity paint schemes, so many Truck Series paint schemes that never get made. Even if you made it in a ridiculously small quantity, people will still buy it, guys. And that's my theory about it. If the normal, you know, status quo for a paint scheme like this is we need at least 2,500 of these to be made for us to actually run a production line of it. Could you imagine if they only made like 500 of these and they had an exclusive online sale and it wasn't a promo and it was a normal price? They would sell out in an hour. I'm just saying, collectors would be marking the calendar saying, hey, at this time, at this hour, this diecast goes on sale. They do it a lot for other collectible things. They'll have like a midnight release online, and everybody waits for it, and then it sells out extremely quick, and then the diecast or product or whatever it may be gets rare. I think they should do something like that in the future. I really do. Because there are a lot of people who would buy some of these obscure Xfinity paint schemes, and they don't have to take a huge risk making a gigantic quantity. Make a small batch, do a timed release, and first come, first serve. It will be competitive, but they'll make their end, and the collectors will be happy. That's the way I see it. So anyways, folks, thank you all again for watching. If you can, please give it a huge thumbs up, and stay tuned for more diecast reviews on the channel. That's all for now. Diecastbuffet, signing off.